Hi everyone and welcome to my Minecraft survival server. Obviously, as I'm sure you guessed from the opening time-lapse, this is not a brand new server. I've been at this for a few months. Nonetheless, I thought it might be fun to share things with you. Today we're going to do a world tour so you can see what I've done so far, and then we're going to go ahead and build up a honey farm. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So this is my base I'm building up. It's going to be a medieval castle, quite obviously. This is not going to be the final shape. I'm going to have a wing on this side, and I'm going to have a wing on that side. One side is definitely going to be a dining hall. I don't know what I'm going to do on the other side. It might end up being a villager trading center. We'll have to wait and see what I come up with for that. If we head out this way, it should render right away. I have a mob farm. Yep, right up there. So obviously this is my AFK platform. And down there we have the timing circuit that goes ahead and dispenses the water to push the monsters off the edge and off the platforms. And of course, we'll come down here. On the outside, I have a sugarcane farm that feeds inside with all the monster goodies. And made it! Down here is where we kill the monsters. Just use magma blocks for that. That minecart picks up all the items, drops them into the hoppers, which feeds them into these chests. Now, I've cleaned this out relatively recently, so there isn't too much in there. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and take off here. And we're going to fly right over the castle, right over to my industrial area. And here we have my iron farm, which you may have noticed on the approach. We got no zombies. Not sure what keeps happening. My zombies just seem to keep dying. I think I have some issues with some iron golems getting onto the pathways and then killing the zombies. I would sort all that out, but honestly I got more than enough iron for what I'm going to need, so unless I end up needing more, that's probably just going to be a dead farm. Over here, we have my Cobblestone Farm. No, this is not safe. This is not safe. Okay, I think I'm okay. This is a farm. Forget exactly who on YouTube had this tutorial up, but I will find it and I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Basically, it just keeps pushing stone out. TNT drops from duplicator, blows it up, feeds it into this hot water stream right here. And I'm not going to go down there because it's a pain to get out. I'm just going to fly out. There we go. And then it feeds it all into this bulk storage. And this thing is basically completely full of cobblestone. That's a lot of creepers. That thing is basically right full of cobblestone. Over here, we have... right here, we have my Kelp Farm. This thing produces an absolute ton of kelp, which I am converting into bone meal, so I can power myself a tree farm. Now, there are a lot... I need to do some lighting up down there. There are a lot of mobs down there. Above this particular kelp farm, we're going to have a massive pumpkin farm, and they're all going to feed down. They are also going to feed into the composters down there to create bone meal. And then when the bone meal fills up, we're probably going to divert the water stream so that we can just store the pumpkins so that we can use them. Now, we'll head back to my base. So while I'm building the base up top here, I've set up shop down below, down in the caves, as most people do. I'm going to go ahead and go into my room here, sleep through the night. And here we have my Iron Man chamber. So if I were to die, what I could do is come running here as I step on that pressure plate. All of these would dispense items into me, filling me up with my armor I need to go back and get my items very quickly. I honestly haven't had to use it yet, which is rather surprising. And down here... Oh, obviously, this is all just bulk storage stuff. Most of these are somewhat organized. And this dirt block right here, This is a mean little Enderman deciding to mess up my base by dropping blocks. They are actually quite annoying. Probably the only mob more annoying than them would be the child zombies, who just suck. Creepers suck, but at least you get to see them coming. And down all the way down here. Obviously, as you can see, I've done some branch mining, and okay. These chests, guys, at one point were all very well organized. I was very proud of myself, but then I had a little bit of a creeper incident. And, well, the rest, as they say, is history. I've also blocked off these branch mines because A, I don't really use them that much anymore, and B, we have a bit of issues with zombies and stuff spawning down there, and that's what led to my creeper incident that I would like to avoid. So I got a branch mine that way, I got a branch mine that way. This here is my super smelter that I think I'm out of fuel for. Yeah, I got some cobblestone in here that still needs to smelt up. And I need to go get some fuel for it. On this side here, I need to collect this, Jesus. And you can hear we have some zombies somewhere in the area too. But I need to go ahead and collect this. This is my Nether Farm. And then over here we have my bulk storage. So I have things like string for my bomb farm there, scaffolding, rockets. I got plenty of rockets for my mob farm there. Gunpowder. And we got all kinds of little things here. This is what I said earlier, that I had more than enough iron that I'm ever going to need. Let's just show you what that means. That one's not completely full, but that's full. That's full. That's full. And that's not all. Over here, nothing in there, but down here, we got all these iron blocks too. I don't think I'm going to need any more iron, at least not in the foreseeable future. And then we have my Nether Portal. And over here we have my Piglin Trading Center, which is currently, it's probably out of gold. I need to do some AFKing at my gold farm. Yeah, it's completely out here. I need to do some AFKing over at my gold farm, as I said there. Fill this back up, get some goodies. Now this here is my gold farm. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is way, way over-engineered considering the mob cap on a single-player server. I could probably have gotten away with about 5 to maybe 10 layers and done the same job, but yeah, I wasn't really thinking when I was building it. I was just building it, and well, I spent far more time on this than I probably should have. But nonetheless, that is a very powerful gold farm, and as you can see, they all drop down here. What I can also do, if I can land that, aha! If I flip this switch right here, that shoves the honey blocks out, and we'll actually go ahead and do that. And then I can sit here and turn this into an XP farm, which also lets me repair all of my items. All those fucking little guys. But we're going to go ahead and flip that back, so we'll just finish off the ones that died because I had the honey blocks out. And there we go. Those all should get picked up. Why are they not getting picked up? We may have a glitch in the matrix here. No, that is a problem for another day. Now, we'll show you the original area I started at. Nope, that's not the right way. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my way to my original area. Die. Okay. Sorry about that little interruption. Those guys are quite rude. So I want to go out this way. And here we have my original Nether Portal for my first base. I'll go over and show you that. Oop, lagging out there. There we go. Take that off. And it might look familiar to you guys. It's because this was where I was originally going to build it. Over here we got my little tree farm here because I needed a ton of wood, so this is how I got that. This here was the very first house I built, and as you can see, that's a little mob trap, so any little baddies that are following me would die and drown, and then zombies would just turn into drowns and not actually die, but that's besides the point. And this is not what it looked like originally. I had a bed and a whole bunch of chests and some smelters in here, but once I moved into the castle, I turned this into my enchanting station, so should probably come back and get all these bookshelves and everything. But I'm set up over there, so I don't really need to. And then I had a nice little deck here because I wanted a deck. And then up here, I built the roof out of glass so I could see what time of day it was and sleep when I needed to sleep. Alright, we're going to come all the way up here. Okay. I want you guys to ignore that monstrosity. It was always going to come down. Like once I built the castle out back, and then the main houses were going to look like that, just for the castle help, I guess. The blacksmiths and whatnot would live there, and then they'd have workstations going all around on this side. And that's just like a main area there. And originally, as you can see, I was excavating all of this. I was going to build the main castle off the back here. The problem I ran into was, well, I tore most of it down, but this is actually one of those little pillager outposts, and you can't actually get rid of them. Even if you tear them all the way down, the pillagers will continue to spawn. So that kind of threw off my whole plan to build the castle off here, which is why I moved over to my main area. So we're going to head back there, and we're going to get started on the honey farm that I told you I was going to build. So here we are back over at my industrial area, and I didn't show you guys this earlier because I had a ton of zombies and creepers around here, and I didn't want to get blown up. But this is the pumpkin farm I'm going to be going with. Obviously, I'm not going to have this water stream in front of them. There's going to be a bunch of modules above that, and then the water above there is what's going to direct all the items where I need them to go. This is a design by Impulse SV, and I will post a link to the Hermitcraft episode where he showed this off, so that you can go and check that out if you so wish. Basically, the pumpkin can go there or there. The person will push it off. In this system, it just funnels it down into this chest. In the system up there, it'll drop them down into the water, and we will go on. Now, we need an area to go and build up my honey farm, and I think that's going to be back here. As you can see, this here was me laying out. I was going to build the Kelp Farm on this side, but then I started to realize that I did not have nearly enough space, and I didn't want to excavate all this, so I built it up a little bit and over there. So this is my honey farm here. So basically, I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works. Come all the way down here. In here, we just have 7 non-stackable items. That is the control circuit for the droppers. So we just repeat this all the way out. So it comes through here, up into here, into this comparator. It's on subtract mode. Once that can turn on, it goes over to here, fires this repeater into here. The redstone dust up top comes all the way back into the dropper, which of course powers the dropper, which will have glass bottles in it. Then the glass bottle will be dispensed into the beehive, be filled with honey, drop down into the dropper, and be fed all the way down to this chest here, where I will pick them up and turn them into honey blocks. Now you might have noticed there's a little something missing here. I don't have any beehives in there yet. For the record, I have the beehives. See, they're sitting right there. I don't, however, have the bees. I've been breeding a few up by my base, but I don't have enough to fill all the beehives yet, so we're going to wait to do that. And then I'll probably put them all in and then close them in so the bees can't go anywhere, they can't die, can't pick a fight with a creeper or anything. And they'll all just create honey for me. So most of that will be tedious and boring work that I'll have to do off camera. So the next time you see this, it should be complete, and I'll be sure to show you the completed product there. With that, we're going to have to call it an episode for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And don't forget to come back and check my channel for the next video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.